is the Kia Full 18 ready to go. Don't think I have any Kia footage yet, so decided to play this one. So it's Full 18. I don't know if I'm going to do it in 2 videos or 1. I guess it depends on how long it is, but we'll see, I guess. So this one, 92 yards. 92 yards. Should be good there. I'd hit this just about 90%, maybe 90 and a half or something. Missed it a little early. That should be alright, I think. And let's see what we got here. Tournament 11 greens. This putt, actually, you can miss these here. I certainly have. many times, so. It's weird. It's a strange place to putt. Kia's a strange place to putt, definitely. You don't want to be leaving yourself a lot of 10, 15 footers here. You can get away with that at a place like St. Andrews on most holes, or Bethpage, definitely Bethpage. A lot of holes on Royal St. George's you can do that as well, but here you really you don't want to leave yourself a lot of 15 footers. You just don't. The camera angles, for one thing, are just so screwed up that it's hard to tell what's going on. And another issue, I guess, is the grid, the putting grid, the lines, the dots are also screwed up. So it's difficult to make heads or tails of what's going on. So here, this is actually kind of a tricky little shot here. I think I would go about 98% with this tailwind. And I missed that one a little early too. I think better early than late though, perhaps there. And even if I'd have dinged that, I don't think I'd have got it close. I think here it doesn't stick as well. So here's an interesting Kia putt. So I don't know, this right here in the middle where the blue lines are, I don't think that's gonna move a whole lot, but you can never tell here. So just uphill at all at the hole? No. Behind the hole? Nope. Okay. It's a tricky one. I think I would settle on right there, actually. So go get 26, 27. Had a little more movement in the middle than I thought. Back left to right. This this one's a pretty simple hole, although I do, for some reason, I do mess it up a lot more often than I think I should. I don't know why. Well, I think it's because if you make a mistake on the second shot and leave yourself, especially on the left pin, the pin that's over in this area, the putts are so strange that it's really hard to make them, I find. So you just got to get this within gimme range, basically. So 77. It's hard to say whether the uphill actually exists or not. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. So 77. I think I'm going to play it about 76 or so. So I'm going to go 93% and see what that gets us. That's about right. So that's definitely the kind of putt you're looking for here. So number 4 here, we got the top pin, it looks like, which is quite a bit more difficult than the bottom one. .192. 192 with a headwind of I think I get about 197, 198 with full backspin with this club. So I think I don't want to land right in the hole either. I want to land like right here, I think. So I think 98% is where I want to go with this. So right there. Missed the ding just a hair late. Landed it a little longer than I expected as well, but man, if that would have been online, if I'd have dinged that, that would have been right on the money, I think. So now we're going to have a weird as shit putt. Probably. Well, this actually isn't as bad as if we were over here somewhere. If you're on this side of the green, over here, over in this area, things get really weird on that side, so I guess this actually isn't so bad. Just gonna take my time on this one and try and figure it out. Alright, I think about right there is where I would settle on. Kind of got lucky there that I ended up in a spot where the putt was actually reasonable, because that's not always the case. So 227, boy. Oh man, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to make it with this club or not. It's gonna be close, I think. Well, I'm gonna try it. I really don't want to hit 3 wood, so just try and come as close to the ding as I can. That was definitely a ding. Now it's just, was the headwind too much or not? Well, looks half decent, I think. No, real nice. Any more of a wind, any more of a headwind, and we would have been in trouble. But so this is what I mean about the strange angles. Like, what the hell is that? How are you supposed to tell what's going on there? I can't even really tell what's going on from either view, really. I know it's breaking a little bit, but how much is the question? Okay. I guess there. I mean, I don't know. I'm gonna go there and just try not to miss the ding early. That's all. And I mean, that looks like just simple routine. Like, why would you even bother to look twice at it? It's so easy. But as many times as I've missed that, or missed a putt similar to that, it's, at least for me, I like to double check and make sure. In my Marion video I just made, or the last video I made was the Marion one, I missed a really short putt. It was like 3.5 feet or something, for that very reason, that I just, I think I was slightly frustrated on the outcome of the hole, just overall, my approach and my, leaving myself the putt that I had, and then I just kind of got up and whacked I ended up 3-putting for that reason. So this one, you certainly don't want to leave yourself over here. This is just strange territory over there. Ideally, I want to be right here, just short. That would be, in a perfect world, that's what would happen. So, this one, I think I'm going to use the 8-iron actually. And I'm going to check, just go at the bottom of the one. This should be absolutely perfect if I ding it. Should be, with this slight tailwind, it should be just about perfect. I should get a little release too. Missed the ding again by just a hair. Just short. Ding would have been potentially gotten another yard or so. I don't know. But so what is this putt doing? Anything? It's kind of hard to tell. I don't think it's doing a whole lot. Just don't want to miss this ding late at all. Crosswind here, and we got the front pin today. Not sure I'm going to be able to make it. I don't think so. If this said this yard unit with a back pin, I certainly would be able to. Well, should be close, actually. Oh. Well, actually, I think that's going to be fine. Pop up. Oh, I thought that might pop off the little mound there and just roll right up to the hole. Let's see what we got here. Well, at least we still got a pretty reasonable eagle chance here. This one probably play right there, given the wind and what the dots are doing. So just can't miss the thing early. And this is 12. Let me just check to see if it's 13. No, okay. There, so 12. Missed it a little late. And a short. Wow, I can't believe it. 80%. Pretty surprised that was short, actually. Wouldn't have made it even if it got there, but I was just surprised. So we got the back pin this time. I think the last time I played this hole I had the front pin. There's a little mound over here, a little hill right here that funnels right down to the hole, but it's a dangerous way to play the hole, because if you don't hit perfect yardage to just pop off this little hill and just trickle down, you'll stay up here, and if you stay up here, you're in a world of hurt. It's a very, very tough putt. It's actually a tough 2-putt from up here, so it's just not worth it. I think the safe play is it's a fairly easy putt, right exactly pin high, or a little bit behind the pin. Right here, it's actually a pretty easy putt. Short of the pin on this side is a little bit tricky, but if you go pin high or long on this side, it's not bad. So we'll try that and just see what takes place. So 197. I think I'm gonna hit definitely hitting 4-iron. It's a question of just a question of where. I think I'd go right in between there and just go full power. And hopefully that is roughly, yeah, that was almost right. Not a tap in though, still, but obviously got to be happy with it. It's down 2, so probably played a bit there and just hit this somewhere around 3 should be good. Oh, I thought I missed it. Thought I missed it at first. Definitely snuck it in the outside portion of the hole there. So 9. Bit of a long one here. Kind of an awkward yardage as well. This is going to be a bit awkward, I think. So 9, 10, 9. So, boy, I would say 186. I would say maybe 189 to 190 is what I would play this one. Boy, I think 5-iron. Boy, I don't know if I can get it there. just don't know. This is supposed to be around 187, 188, and I mean that should be relatively close though, I would think. I mean that shouldn't be over 3 yards short, I don't think. So yeah, so I'm going to try this and see. Just make sure I got the right spin. Yep. Really important to ding this one. Well, I got the ding. Let's see how our line was. Well, that was about what I figured. Well, I actually expected it to be a little bit shorter, but that's fine. Not that I wanted to be shorter, but that's just what I thought was going to happen. So this putt is pretty reasonable. I play it just straight and just ram it in, I think. Just straight and ram it in. Well, good front nine. Can't really complain much. So 10. Whoa. Should be able to get over the sand, no problem. Didn't want to miss the ding on that side because now I'm kind of playing with the rough, but boy, that's pretty close. So here 116 with a slight tailwind. 116 with a slight tailwind. Pitching wedge, if I hit the pitching wedge, with the same spin I hit the 5 iron, whoa. I wonder why that is zoomed in so far. If I go just bottom of the one again, right there, this should be about 113, 114, 113, something like that. So that should, can't tell if that should get there, I believe. So again, it's just important to hit the ding. Whoa, that was a bad miss late. That was the club though. Ding there would have been real nice. Would have been right on the hole. But can't hit the ding every time. Gonna have to make putts like this sometimes. It's actually not bad for a Kia putt. I don't mind these ones. That, like, I'm pretty sure this one's an actual true. Like the grid's actually not lying, so should be able to make these. I mean, it's not a gimme, it's definitely missable, and I'd expect to miss it quite often, but I think I would settle on just about there. Looks good to me. so. It wasn't as fast as I thought it was going to be either. I mean, I hit that. I had a 8.5 downhill. I hit it 7, and barely. Look, it barely made the hole there. All right. So I think if it went the speed that I thought it was going to, I would have been. I think it actually would have went in. I didn't expect it to be that slow. This is tournament 11 greens though, which I thought I adjusted for. I thought 7, or very close to 7, would be plenty for a downhill putt there, given that, I mean, that's essentially what I would hit. I would hit about 7.5 or so on very fast greens usually, so, or maybe I hit, I can't remember, well, yeah, I can't actually remember. Let's see here. I think I would hit on fast greens. I think I would hit it 8.5 if it's downhill. If it's 8.5 and downhill 1, and then very fast, I think I hit it just a foot short of that, so 7.5. So tournament 11 seems like 7 should be, and then tournament 12 I would go very similar to tournament 11 usually, but this one's kind of a tricky. Kind of tricky actually. Very easy to go way long here. So with the tailwind, I'm actually going to take quite a bit off of this. And I missed it a little late. Got that pop off the bank though that I was trying to do. Just was in the wrong direction, and yeah, got a little more release. So it'd be nice to roll this one in somehow. Let's see here. Just gonna check from this side. Okay. Alright, so I think I would end up right there. 26, so right there. Got the ding, and it should come back a little bit. Oh, not quite enough. Half a ball. Half a ball wide there. So this back nine is really, these par fours are not that hard. It's just about hitting your dings mostly. And not leaving those 10, 12, 15 foot putts or more even. You can get away with that stuff at I don't know if I said that already, but you can get away with that at like St. Andrews or Bethpage or Royal St. George or a place like that. But Kia, it's so hard to read the putts, and you get such weird camera angles that you don't really want to leave too many outside 10 feet. Cabo and Whistler are kind of similar that way. Theirs aren't necessarily hard to read. I think the dots do mostly what they say they're going to do. Putts are just ridiculous. Just very difficult. So 176, downhill a little bit, and with tailwind. Interesting. Pretty sure this plays relatively short as well. So I'm not gonna go. Typically, if this were any other course or any other hole, I would probably go bottom of the 1 or just below that, but here I'm going to go even a couple pixels below that and go just 100% power and hopefully get the ding. Oh no, missed it with the wind a little bit. That was short. I think if I'd have got the ding, that would have been probably a couple of yards short instead of 4. So this is exactly what I was just talking about. You don't want to leave yourself a lot. Well, this one's actually not bad, but certain holes you really don't want to. You just don't want to leave yourself. Actually, the back is not as bad as the front, really. The front's much worse. Like number 4, number 2. If you happen to leave a long one on 2, 4, 2, even 5 isn't that easy. I don't think it lies as much, but it's just a hard green from certain angles. 8. 8's a absolutely ridiculous one. So this one, this is a very important putt to make right here. Very, very important for this round. So this one, I'm just going to go back to chip mode. I'm going to definitely take as much time as I think I need to. Alright. So it's barely 11, but it looks. I think I'm pretty happy right there, I believe. And I'll just hit this right around 10, maybe a little bit more, given its tournament. 11. Oh, just a ball high. Yeah, that was a pretty crucial birdie there. This is just such. I mean, 10 and 12 are just such easy holes for the most part. That you really should get birdies there. They're just not that hard. I spook myself sometimes on these holes where I've hit a full backspin 6-iron there and it's gone 5 yards long. It's gone like 180 before, and then I've hit it and it ends up doing what it did, but I did miss the ding. So this one's 143. This is another one that I'm a little bit concerned about. It should be good. Probably about 140 or so, I would say. So about 97%. Let's see what happens. The ding that time. Did I play enough wind though? It looks like I didn't. No, not quite. And I'm pretty sure you don't want to be on that side of the hole. I mean, oh, I don't know what I was thinking there. Why didn't I definitely should never miss on that side. Such a bad mistake. And this is the hardest putt, I think, of the of the 3 that I've had on the par 4s. This one is the hardest one, I think. Let's have a look in chip mode. It's just a huge mistake to miss on that side. Okay, 3 at the hole. Okay. I think I would settle on about there. That might be a little high, but I don't think so. I think about there. And I'll just hit this about there. really wanted to make sure not miss that one late. So here, this one's going to be a little bit tricky actually. Definitely going to be a 3 iron. It's just a question of 231 minus. I would say this is playing very close to like 224, 223 or so. Boy. So I'd play this, zoom in on the ball here. This should be just before the bottom of the one, right there. Right there. Should do it. That's where I'm going to play it. And try and ding. Oh boy. Missed that one by a mile. Had the distance just about right, but missed it. Missed it. Not dinging very much on the back so far. And missing on the wrong side and stuff. So this putt is not an easy one either, I don't think. Just given, it's hard to see, it's in between lines, so it's just a little bit tricky to see. It's not terribly difficult though. It's a good angle, fortunately, which is rare here. I think there's low, and I think there's high, so it's got to be there, right around there. It's got to be good. That's where I'm going to go. It's right there. So 14, so 12. So hit this just about there. Just high. One pixel, one cursor movement back to the left, and that would have dropped. That's the difference between making them and missing them. Had some relatively easy putts that I've missed too. That one wasn't that easy, but it wasn't terribly difficult either, and can't remember exactly what I had on 10, but I think it was makeable. And that's how you turn a very good round into an average, not so good kind of mediocre round. It can happen very, very quickly, and it can happen without notice. So doesn't take much to, and this hole, if you don't get close on this one, at least myself, I'm absolutely screwed, because it's just such a weird angle. So 150. I actually hit an 8 iron here, and just go neutral spin. And missed another one. Another ding missed. A little early. Unfortunately, I think, see, there's the camera angle you get. Let me just see if there's, I don't know if I can really tell, but just make sure there's no movement. I think you can tell not very much, if any. So I think that's on the hole. Can't really tell. Right there we go. And I'm just gonna hit this like fairly hard. So I got lucky to get a straight putt, but if that had some movement to it, even from 6 feet, that would be, that's definitely missable for me. So, and that's kind of the hurdle I have to get over, is how I've kind of blown this around a little bit. That's the difference between me and someone shooting 55, 54 somewhat consistently, is I have this happen quite often, and that a guy shooting those scores consistently wouldn't. So that's the difference. It isn't much between someone shooting a 57, 56, 58 average player to someone shooting 55, 54. It's not 56. It's not it's not a big difference, and that's why I don't understand why everyone thinks these people cheat. And I mean, some of them do, I'm sure, but it's not like they're that much better than a lot of other people. It's just very small, subtle differences that separate them. So hopefully we can punch this one in. 38 should be around. Actually, we'll probably play this closer to 39. Should be around 84%, 83, 84. A little bit long. I guess the tailwind, perhaps. Perhaps the tailwind was. I don't know how much that actually helps. Small tailwind like that. This little uphill, though. That's why I. Added the yard. This one's a fun hole. Go about there, I think. Yeah, a bit there. 243, 244, 243, whatever. I think it's 243, and 11. So I would actually say this is very close to. I think I'm just gonna go like 90, 99, just over 98%. So like right there. See what happens. I think it's definitely right of the hole a little bit. Well, a little bit short. I had to go 100%. And this putt, yeah, the back line's definitely much more friendly when it comes to putts than the front. So we got the middle pin, which is quite a bit easier. Pretty long video, I think. I don't even know how long it's been going, but it's like 45 minutes so far. It's definitely a long one. 205, 10, headwind. Not a direct 10 either. 205. Well, oh boy. 205. This is more like probably like 212 or something. So I go full backspin, take the pin out, and yeah, I'm gonna have to go about 98% with this 3 iron, I think. And we got the ding. And it was still short a little bit, 5 yards short. That was surprising. I didn't think the wind was hurting. I don't think the wind definitely I don't think was hurting another 5 yards. I think that was just kind of the iron didn't go what it was, the average. I got the lower end of the average that time, I think. So this putt's not really, can't really tell what's going to happen here. I would say, I think I would go, let me just check from another view. Yeah. I think there is too much. I think there is too little, so it's got to be between those. Right there. There's too much. 15 feet. I like there, I believe. So 17, so I would hit this bit there. There we go. So we had a good finish at least, and missed three birdies on the back. 3 of the easier ones, in fact. 3 of the easier ones. I missed a couple easy putts, I think. I don't remember exactly what they were. I'll have to watch them, but pretty sure 10 was pretty makeable, and 12 was as well. But and 14 was also. They were actually all 3 makeable putts, but they were all errant shots a bit. But we birdied the kind of the hardest of the holes for me. Usually would be 17 and 18. So if I was gonna par one, I'd expect it to be one of those. But anyway, so that's it for this one. I think I'm gonna do the par 3s next. Not sure. I guess we'll see.